Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the biggest mistakes you're making with your feet. Mistakes that could be causing you pain and even leading to permanent damage. We often take our feet for granted. They carry us through thousands of steps every day, but how much thought do we really give them? We squeeze them into tight shoes, walk barefoot in questionable places, and sometimes we even ignore those nagging aches and pains. Ignoring foot problems is like ignoring a small crack in your windshield. It might seem minor at first, but over time, that crack can spread and compromise the entire structure. Today, we're going to shine a light on those common foot mistakes and, more importantly, show you how to take care of your feet so they can keep taking care of you. Okay, let's talk about Crocs for a minute. I know, they're comfy, but as a podiatrist, I've seen firsthand the damage that these shoes can do, especially when worn excessively. The problem with Crocs is that while they offer cushioning, they lack the arch support your feet need. That flimsy strap across the back? It doesn't provide adequate heel support, which can lead to your foot sliding around inside the shoe. And all that sliding can cause friction, irritation, and yes, even those painful blisters you're trying to avoid. The lack of arch support can also contribute to a painful condition called plantar fasciitis, which is inflammation of the tissue that runs along the bottom of your foot. Now, I'm not saying you can never wear Crocs. They're fine for short periods like running a quick errand or wearing around the house. But for longer periods of time or activities that require more support, opt for shoes that provide better arch support and a secure fit. Remember, your feet are your foundation. Taking care of them means investing in footwear that supports your arches, aligns your body properly, and prevents those painful foot problems down the line. So ditch the Crocs for those longer outings and give your feet the support they deserve. Let's talk about going barefoot. It seems natural, freeing even, right? But walking barefoot on hard surfaces can be a disaster for your feet. Our feet weren't designed to absorb the impact of hard surfaces. Without shoes, our feet are vulnerable to many problems. Walking barefoot exposes your feet to bacteria, fungi, and viruses. Enjoy the grass, but be mindful of where you go barefoot. Avoid walking barefoot in public places like gyms and pools. Let's talk about high heels. We all know they can make us feel confident and glamorous, but let's be real, they're not the best for our feet. Wearing high heels regularly can lead to a whole host of foot problems, some of which can become permanent if we're not careful. When you wear high heels, your foot is forced into an unnatural position, putting excessive pressure on the balls of your feet and toes. Over time, this can lead to bunions, those bony bumps that form at the base of your big toe. High heels can also contribute to corns, those thick, hardened layers of skin that form on the tops and sides of your toes due to friction and pressure. And then there are heel spurs, those bony growths that can develop on the bottom of your heel, causing pain and inflammation. Wearing high heels regularly can shorten the Achilles tendon, making it more susceptible to pain, inflammation, and even rupture. Now, I'm not saying you can never wear high heels. Just be mindful of how often you wear them and for how long. Opt for lower heels when possible, and try to alternate between heels and flats throughout the week to give your feet a break. Chapter 4. Nail Salon. Nightmare. Choosing safety over style. We all love a good pedicure, but choosing the wrong nail salon can turn a relaxing experience into a foot health nightmare. Our feet are constantly exposed to germs and bacteria, and a little nick or cut during a pedicure can quickly turn into a serious infection if proper hygiene practices aren't followed. One of the biggest risks at untrusted nail salons is the spread of infections. We're talking about bacterial infections like MRSA, which can cause painful skin infections, and fungal infections like toenail fungus, which can be stubborn and difficult to treat. So how can you protect yourself? First and foremost, choose your nail salon wisely. Look for salons that are clean and well-maintained, and make sure their tools are properly sterilized after each use. Don't be afraid to ask about their sterilization practices. A reputable salon will be happy to answer your questions. Another tip, consider bringing your own tools to the salon. This way, you can be sure that the tools being used on your feet are clean and haven't been used on anyone else. And remember, if you have any cuts, sores, or open areas on your feet, it's best to postpone your pedicure until they're fully healed to avoid any risk of infection. Chapter 5. Cotton socks, the sneaky culprit behind your foot problems. We're talking about socks. Yes, socks. You might be surprised to learn that those comfy cotton socks you love could be contributing to your foot problems. Cotton is a natural fiber, but it's also very absorbent. And while that's great for towels, it's not so great for socks, especially if you're prone to sweaty feet. When cotton socks get wet, they tend to stay wet. And all that moisture trapped against your skin creates the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and fungi, which can lead to a whole host of foot problems. So, what's the solution? Ditch the cotton socks and opt for moisture-wicking materials instead. Look for socks made from synthetic fabrics like polyester, nylon, or acrylic. These materials are designed to pull moisture away from your skin, keeping your feet dry and comfortable, even during strenuous activities. And here's a bonus tip. Change your socks regularly, especially if your feet tend to sweat. Fresh socks can make a world of difference in keeping your feet dry, healthy, and odor-free. Chapter 6. Public enemy number 1, germs and your feet. Let's talk about a topic that might make your skin crawl: germs. They're everywhere, and our feet are constantly exposed to them, especially when we walk barefoot in public places. One of the biggest risks of going barefoot in public places is contracting plantar warts. These small, non-cancerous growths are caused by a virus that enters your body through tiny cuts or breaks in your skin. But plantar warts are just the tip of the iceberg. Walking barefoot in public places also puts you at risk for athlete's foot, that itchy, burning fungal infection we talked about earlier. And let's not forget about other bacterial infections that can cause painful sores, blisters, and even cellulitis. So how can you protect yourself? It's simple. Wear shoes. Always wear shoes or flip-flops in public places, especially in areas where your feet might come into contact with wet surfaces. And if you do happen to step in something questionable, wash your feet thoroughly with soap and water as soon as possible. Remember, prevention is key when it comes to protecting your feet from germs. So, next time you're tempted to go barefoot in public, think twice and slip on a pair of shoes instead. Chapter 7. The right shoes for the job, why specialized footwear matters. Let's talk about shoes. Not just any shoes, but the right shoes for the job. Different activities put different stresses on our feet, and wearing the wrong shoes can lead to pain, discomfort, and even injuries. If you're a runner, for example, wearing worn-out shoes or shoes that don't provide adequate support can increase your risk of developing plantar fasciitis, shin splints, and other overuse injuries. The same goes for other activities. If you're a hiker, you need shoes that provide ankle support and traction to navigate uneven terrain. If you're a tennis player, you need shoes that provide lateral support for quick side-to-side movements. And if you're a dancer, you need shoes that are flexible and allow for a wide range of motion. Wearing the right shoes for the activity can make a world of difference in preventing injuries and keeping your feet healthy. So, next time you're shopping for shoes, think about the activities you'll be doing in them and choose accordingly. Remember, your feet are your foundation. Taking care of them means investing in footwear that supports your specific needs and helps you stay active and pain-free. Chapter 8. Dr. Google is not your friend. Why self-treating foot problems is a bad idea. We've all been there. You experience a strange ache or pain, and your first instinct is to consult Dr. Google. But when it comes to foot problems, self-diagnosing and self-treating can be a slippery slope. What might seem like a minor issue could actually be a sign of a more serious underlying condition. If you're experiencing persistent foot pain, don't ignore it or try to treat it yourself. Schedule an appointment with a podiatrist. Remember, your feet are worth it. Chapter 9. Lace up for success. The importance of proper shoelacing techniques. Believe it or not, there's a right way and a wrong way to tie your shoes. Proper shoelacing can make a world of difference in fit and comfort, preventing foot pain and injuries. For high arches, use a technique that supports the top of your foot to prevent sliding. For narrow feet, a secure lacing technique can prevent slipping and blisters. Experiment with different techniques to find what works best for your foot type. Even small adjustments can make a big difference in comfort and support. Chapter 10. Love your feet. The importance of daily foot hygiene. Foot hygiene is essential. Our feet carry us through thousands of steps each day. Wash your feet daily with soap and water. Pay special attention to the areas between your toes. Dry thoroughly to prevent bacteria and fungi. Moisturize with a lightweight, oil-free lotion. Trim toenails straight across to avoid ingrown nails. Healthy feet start with good hygiene. Make it a daily routine. Outrow, your feet will thank you. So there you have it. We've covered a lot of ground today, from the dangers of Crocs and going barefoot to the importance of proper shoelacing and daily foot hygiene. Remember, our feet are our foundation, and taking care of them is essential for our overall health and well-being. By being mindful of the common mistakes that can damage our feet, and by adopting healthy foot care habits, we can keep our feet happy, healthy, and pain-free for years to come. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more health tips. Take care of your feet, and they'll take care of you.